going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. It's time. You guys have been asking for a while, at least some of you. I know some of you guys aren't Eagles fans, but we are dropping our first official Eagles theme team update video of the year. We are going to have gameplay with this squad, of course, throughout the rest of MUT 21's lifespan, and hopefully many more upgrades. I think EA is doing a great job providing content for theme teams. A lot of teams, some teams are getting some love. I totally understand if you're a fan of one of those teams, you probably feel left out, but I think as a whole, they're doing a great job catering to theme teams with team builders, team diamonds, team standouts. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm excited to show you guys the squad. Now, before we do, this is something I did last year, and we'll probably do it again, but I need your participation. If you guys want me to drop a video on how to build the best theme team in MUT 21, tips and tricks on how to just build a theme team, if you're interested in do it, go ahead and leave a like on this video. If we get this video to 250 likes, we will drop that video within the next 48 hours. I'll do it this week for you guys if you need help building a theme team, or maybe you don't even know what a theme team is and you just need help to start. You don't know where to start, what teams to do, your favorite team, what's the best team. We'll go over all of that stuff for you guys. 250 likes. Let's get into it. So here we go. Now, I will say there is a little bit of room to work with this squad, but I think it's pretty solid right now. 91 overall. You see the top three. We got the big Michael Vick card a couple days ago. Malcolm Jenkins at a 97. In our first 99 overall, not only on my theme team, but on my main squad, legend Troy Vincent. That card is really good. I played quite a few games with him, and he's made a lot of plays for me. But let's go ahead and take a look at the full roster. Now, here is the offense. When I mentioned a moment ago, this team isn't complete yet. It's because of chemistries, right? I rock my main goon squad, and on my goon squad, we got Go Deep is our primary offensive chem, and then Lockdown is primarily our defense. But I do have some players that are play fake to help me with certain chems. I don't want to go through the pain and torture of switching chems on players back and forth between theme team and my main team. It's just too much work for me to do right now. So when we look at our chemistries, right, I don't have really any abilities or guys activated yet. When we jump into a game, I'll definitely do that. You got to think guys like Michael Vick, of course, will be activated. But you'll notice that, like, Go Deep is not maxed out. Play fake is just kind of there. Pass rush is kind of there. We don't have our lockdown maxed out. So we're not truly and fully taking advantage of chems on this team when it comes to a non-team chemistry standpoint. And we'll get there. But again, I'm just not going to, like, you know, Zach Ertz, I think he has play fake here. But obviously Go Deep would benefit him more on this team so we can achieve that 50-50 Go Deep. I'm not going to go through and switch all the chemistries, and then when I want to go back to my main team, switch back. It's just too much work. But of course, the most important thing is that we do have 50-50 Eagles. What does that give you? We'll talk about this if we drop that theme team video, but you can see all of the boosts that it provide. And of course, the most important one is the +2 to speed. And with our physical chem, we were able to get at least 25 shaker, which is going to go ahead and give us another +1 to speed. So +3 speed across the board on everybody on the squad. Well, I shouldn't say everybody because some people can't get a physical chem. But here's the offense. So no surprise here. Michael Vick is our quarterback. Card's been pretty solid. I have recently switched back to old gen gameplay. Vic does not feel like Vic on new gen. It's just, the game's not fast enough. He doesn't move. He doesn't accelerate. He just doesn't give you that Mike Vic feeling, unfortunately. So we're back on old gen, and I've only played a handful of games with him then, but he's been a pretty solid card. Unfortunately, there's some overthrows here and there, but for the most part, solid card. Wide receivers, we got Harold Carmichael, we got Golden Tate, need an upgrade here, but he's a pretty good slot receiver, despite his card coming out many months ago. And then Travis Fulgham, the other outside receiver. One thing to note, Brian Finnernan, I don't have his power up yet. Another reason why this team is a little bit incomplete. Eventually, we'll get his power up, which will give us that Eagles chem and make this card that much better. Just really expensive. I'm kind of waiting for them to throw like the rest of the 50 cards into packs, the power-ups that is, like they did the first series, and then that card will become much cheaper, and I don't think many people will want it. And I'm not paying 300 200K or 250 for a power-up. I just can't do it. So there's that. Running backs, I still feel like we need some help. Herschel Walker, pretty solid card. Other than that, we don't, I don't know. We need Brian Westbrook. Let's be honest here. We need Brian Westbrook back in the game. I picked up the new Jalen Hurts there, and then Miles Sanders, who absolutely deserves an upgrade. I threw Shady in there at fullback. He doesn't have Eagles Chem, and that's okay. Hopefully he gets a power-up, because if and when he does, boy, this card's going to be fun to use. I think it's a solid card without a power-up. Throw Eagles Chem out of this card. It'll be my number one running back. Offensive line, solid, really good. That's kind of the usual for Eagles themed teams throughout the years. A little bit of void to fill on the left side of the line, being that Sayamalu just never gets good cards because he's not that good, and Jason Peters is now a left guard. Typically, he was a left tackle, and he'd get, like some flashback cards, things like that would be usable. So the left side of the line's not great, but the right side really strong. I'm sure Lane's going to get an upgrade soon. Zach Ertz, a little faster than normal this year, so this card's pretty solid. Dallas Goedert over there is our backup tight end, and he's kind of like a fullback for us as well. So there is the offense. I like the offense, but wish list on offense, Brian Westbrook. We need a faster Deshaun Jackson card. I'm not going to lie, his core gold that came out when the game came out, powered up right now, I think is like 90 speed or 89 speed. That's pretty good. If you project him getting an upgrade eventually, hopefully, he could have a really fast card, Tyreek Hill kind of card, and I would love that on a theme team. Now, let's switch over to the defense. This is the strong point, right? Especially the secondary. Take a look at the safeties here. We got Brian Dawkins. We got Malcolm Jenkins. Jenk's a little slow usually. Not a bad card this time around. Eric Rowe been having a great season for the Dolphins. Eagles team owners are very happy with this because he has a usable card. So I think we have three really good safeties: Malcolm Jenkins, Eric Rowe, and Brian Dawkins. Poyer, maybe he gets a playoff card for the Bills. He could get a nice upgrade. Linebackers, not that great, but you know what? Linebackers don't matter in Madden, and the fact that we have, well, I should say linebackers don't matter in Madden 21, and the fact that we have 4 usable safeties, hides this, right? So we don't really have to put any of these guys on the field because we can put, Malcolm Jenkins or Eric Rowe in at sub linebacker, and then we still have Dawkins or Rowe or Dawkins and Jenkins, still protecting the outside. And of course, we have all the cornerbacks in the world. DRC, we got him to a 96. Nnamdi to a 95. Troy Vincent to a 99. Asante Samuel's our 4th corner, and he's at a 93. And this card came out when the game came out, basically. When Asante gets another upgrade, he's probably going to be a 99 overall. And our 5th cornerback, where's his upgrade? If we had to give a defensive wish list, Darius Slay, 5th cornerback. Hopefully he gets an upgrade soon. If and when he does, that's going to be a really high card too. Probably upper 90s on a theme team. So we're looking forward to that. So our safeties, our cornerbacks, and we don't need our middle linebackers. Good money on defense there. What about the 4 guys up front? With alternate positions, we have a lot of flexibility here. Now, I didn't change Reggie White's alternate position, but eventually we will. And once we do that, that gives us with Brandon Graham on the right edge, Javon Curse on the left, and he's a really good card, and then Fletcher Cox and basically Reggie White at defensive tackles. I think the defense is solid. If you ignore the linebackers, which don't matter in Madden 21, we got great safeties, great cornerbacks, and a pretty usable front 4, even though in my opinion pass rush doesn't really matter in Madden 21 as well. It's just way too inconsistent, unfortunately. But I do like this defense, and I'm looking forward to putting them on the field. If I needed a wish list for defense, honestly, next team standouts drop, whenever that is, it should be Alex Singleton. He's been one of the best players on the Eagles roster this year. They stink. We're not going to talk about that. But Alex Singleton's on my wish list for defense, even though linebackers don't matter. And of course, Darius Slay. Other than that, I can't really think of any other cards out there. Brandon Graham made the Pro Bowl. Fantastic season. He better get an upgrade soon. He deserves it. Here's our specialist. Nothing, exciting to see here. Golden Tate's our kick and punt returner. Jake Elliott, Cameron Johnston, kicker and punter. Specialist screen. So I put Shady as our 3rd down running back to get him in passing situations. Herschel Walker is kind of like our, our power back. Sub linebacker, for now I have Malcolm Jenkins in there. Rush left and right ends, Curse and Graham. Defensive tackles, Fletcher Cox and Reggie White. And our slot corner is Nnamdi. And then with the team strategy, of course, we got our uniforms, home stadium. Doug Peterson, remember, you can put chems on your coach. So you see that I have maxed all of this out. This is something we'll take a deeper dive into when we build when we do our how to build the theme team video. But the chemistries here are helping the squad as well, not only on this team but on the main team. And one other question, because I'm sure some of you are going to ask it, we'll address it in the next video. But no, you cannot put chems on uniforms or the stadium. And everybody asks, when can you do it? I don't know if we're ever going to be able to do it. I think it might be designed for this to not be an opportunity to do. It says cost an item, and it says this upgrade's currently unavailable. I don't see anytime soon that it will be, and I wouldn't be surprised if throughout the whole year it's not. So there is our Philadelphia Eagles theme team. Obviously much better than the real team put on a field this year. No playoff promo for us, unfortunately. Maybe Super Bowl promo, we get some upgrades. We'll have to wait and see, but let me know what you think about it. Is there any cards that I missed? I think other than Finnernan, I think we've pretty much covered everything, you know, other than maybe some chemistries we got to take care of. But I like the team. We're going to try to get some games in with it over the next week or so and drop you guys some gameplay. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.